What's going on, guys? Today I got a new steering wheel for the M3, so we're going to get that installed today. First thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery so that airbag does not explode into my face, because nobody wants that. So, disconnecting the battery, going to wait a little bit, then we'll be good to go. The battery in the M3 is located under this plastic tray in the trunk. Gonna disconnect this side and set it on top of here. That way it won't touch anything and we'll be good to go. While I'm waiting for my flux capacitor to, discharge a little bit so my airbag's safe, let's go check out what I got. So there's 3 essential things if you're doing a steering wheel with a quick release. Hello, dog. First thing is gonna be this hub adapter. This is what allows you to mount an aftermarket wheel to your car. It also has a little wiring for your horn button. And I have all the extra adapters and fittings and all that stuff and all the bolts in there. But this is the first thing you need. This is I think I paid like 50 bucks for it, maybe cheaper, I'm not sure. You can find them for pretty much any car in all different prices. Next thing I'm running is gonna be this orange quick release by NRG. It's like a goldish orange. I tried to match it up to my car. We'll see how it looks once it's in there, but I think it looks pretty sweet. And I think this is the stage 2, not stage 2, what am I? I'm not a racer. This is the version 2 of the quick release. It doesn't have the little flanges, it's just this little ring that you pull on to release it. I picked up this Ryan Literal Edition NRG wheel. It's got gold stitching all the way around. Got this nice gold NRG Ryan Literal horn button. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. It's signature. And then number 299 of 300. Yeah, there we go. 299 of 300. Man, that would have been sick if I had 300, but you get what you get. It's suede, feels really awesome in the hand, and I cannot wait to get this thing in the car. I believe it's part of their deep dish series, and it does sit pretty crazy, and I cannot wait. So the car's been sitting for like 15 minutes now. The very first thing to do is get this airbag out from the center. That's gonna give us access to that bolt behind there. To do this, there's these 2 little holes back here. You just stick some screwdrivers in them. There's a little tab that'll push, and then this airbag should pop right out. Once you have the airbag popped out like this, there's 2 little connectors on the back. Just gonna use a screwdriver and pry these off. Now this is in fact a live airbag that I'm holding in my hand, so be very careful. I don't mean live as in it's connected, but there is a bag in here, and definitely wanna put this somewhere safe and facing away from anybody. I'm just gonna set this over here for right now, then I'll move it downstairs into the garage later on. Now that this is disconnected, you can see the center bolt right here. That's what we're going for. You want to make sure you get any of these other connectors out of the way before we actually do any of this stuff. This one just seems like a little pinch. And another one right here. And I'll take a second to get these out of the way. There's also this little Torx guy down here hiding. Make sure you get him taken care of too. I think that's the last connection to the actual steering whatever majigger down there. I've never actually installed the steering wheel in a car, or at least an aftermarket one, and I know a lot of people love the stock M3 wheels. That's a great steering wheel. I'm just ready to change the car up a little bit for some different style of driving, track events. I got one coming up in about a week. You guys should definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The track day is going to be super awesome, and I am so excited to get out there and actually rip this car around some corners. Maybe we can see if the instructor will let me do some clutch kicks. I don't know. See how it plays out. But let's get this wheel taken off. This Torx screw is a T10 Torx bit. Future reference in case you're doing this at home yourself. Your wheel should already be locked in a straightforward position. It's a pretty basic idea. I have a breaker bar here with a little adapter to a 16 millimeter for the center bolt, and we're gonna get this undone here. Okay, now that this bolt's out, I'm gonna thread it back in about halfway. And this way, when we start pulling on the steering wheel, it's not gonna fly off and hit me in the face. Oh, that was easy. Take out your bolt. Pull the wheel off straight. No wires in here. I think that's all we needed. Looks like my horn button right here. Cool. Well, here's that. Here's the part you need your adapter for. Just because you're going from this little spindle to a different plate. I believe this is the horn right here. So I'm gonna have to look through my adapters and make sure I have the right piece. I'm not sure if this piece is supposed to come off. I don't think it is. We'll look into that. After a lot of help from Mr. Mallet here, we lined it up and got this short hub fitted to it. It's got the little line for the horn. Gonna bolt up this next little part of the quick release here and then have the adapter for this hooked in, and then we should be on a roll. An important thing to remember when you're tightening these down is go like you're putting on a wheel. Opposites as you tighten down equally. Don't just torque one all the way and then go around like this. Tighten them opposite of each other. That way it's going to stay centered and you'll be equally torqued all the way around. It's the way to go. Got this part all mounted up. Wow, this is kind of difficult to do with one hand. There we go. Hub over here. Just goes in like this. Boom, locked on. Making sure this is straight so that when I mount the wheel up here, it'll be good. I think it goes wheel, then the horn button, then this little surround piece, and we should be done. Boom! There we have it, guys. The Ryan Literal. Gold trimmed. Signed. I got the button in there. Wow, my camera's not focused. Looks pretty sweet. It sits a lot closer to me than I'm used to, so I'm gonna have to play around and see how that works. It might actually work out though, because then I'll have room for my hydro right here, and it won't interfere as bad with my steering wheel. I guess we'll find out. Now's the true test. Gonna plug in my battery and see if my horn is just going crazy. I'm not sure if I did that part right because there's no instructions for this thing, and hopefully my horn's just not constantly sounding and the button works correctly. Alrighty. As my car warms up, there's only one last thing to do. Put one of these little bad boys on the side. I'm gonna go for a little drive, see how the new wheel feels. I'll be right back to let you know how it is. Hopefully my camera battery doesn't die. Man, do I love this new steering wheel. It is so awesome. It feels great in the car. It sits way more towards me in the car, so I can really brace myself against the wheel when I'm hitting some tighter turns, and it helps me to not slide around as much. The only downside I've realized is that the turn signals sit pretty far forward, so I either have to get used to that or just not care, I guess. If I didn't like it after a while, I could just take out the quick release and bolt it straight to the hub. But so far I like it. It matches the car perfectly. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and go check out some of my other videos. You never know, you might find something that you really like. See you guys next time.